All right, here we go. Week 9, fantasy football. The people are begging for it. Give them what they want. Here is the official Week 9 video. I need to address some things first while we get started here. First off is a lot of chatter on the text message threads about the commish and his lack of video participation and things of this nature. I know I've been negligent a few weeks. Things have been busy. I apologize. My parents were down. In-laws were down. Things were going on. Everybody wants to see Wit before the baby's born, and then they're going to want to come right back down and see the baby after the baby's born. So busy around the Holmes household these days. However, I will say that it is one thing to call it the commish for the lack of the videos, but this has got to be one of the more dismal leagues that I've been in from a overall participation standpoint. There is no activity on the message boards. There is no participation in the league polls. There is not a lot of interaction. No one else sends me videos to post on there. Just saying, the commish tries to deliver when he can. However, wouldn't hurt for other people to get involved as well. I will leave it at that. Wit's laughing at me. She agrees. I know she does. So let's move on. Let's get things on a much brighter note. Second thing, happy birthday to Nikki. Malik, you better have prepared her a fine feast this evening after a hard day at work for her. 28th birthday today. Happy birthday, Nikki. Next, Angel, I've seen you texting, so I know you're safe in Texas, or at least maybe you're in quarantine. I'm not 100% sure, but you are alive. That's good. I don't think you've been to Maine. We have a slight issue with someone in Fort Kent right now. I don't know if you've seen the news. Just let us know if you're going to be in the area is all I ask. Next, let's move on to the beer. Ted, I know this is your favorite part, so let's not disappoint. I'll be using my Game of Thrones Winter is Coming glass this evening, because for those of you not in the area, it was an abysmal day up here in Maine, not so bad in Scarborough, but where my parents are in Hamden, I'd say, 6, 8, 9 inches of snow, November 2nd. So, winter is coming. Yes. So, let's show the people what we have today. A little Black Isle organic export Scotch ale. This comes from the Black Isle of Scotland, imported out of Michigan. But it has full-bodied ruby ale with a bittersweet character of candied peel and fruitcake. Let's give the people what they want. Ted, I know this, probably getting you a little horned up right now, but just watch this pour right here. Oh yeah. That's a dark beer, boys. 8:30 on a Sunday. Commission's got to be on the road at 4:45 tomorrow. I do this for you. It's an interesting ale. Let's try it again. That's not bad, actually. I was a little nervous to drink this on camera because I didn't know how that was going to go down. But it's not as much candy as I would think. It's got more of like a cold porter, like a dark roast almost type flavor to it. It's not bad. 7.9% ABV. So definitely this will be the last beer I drink tonight because I'm an old man now. I'm 30 and I can't handle too many. I've been drinking Pumpkinhead during the day. So that's your beer of the week. So let's focus. Let's get to the football now. Just a couple of notes. I won't keep you guys too long tonight. I looked at the scoreboard. I don't have a matchup of the week because I'm coming in late. Just watched the Pats game. Pats look good. Represent. Gronk looks good. They seem to be clicking. They seem to be doing well, and I am very optimistic for where they will go this season. On our scoreboard, based on who has people left to go and things like that, HIV positive is going to smoke me for the second time this year. I just cannot overcome HIV. Can't do it. He gets me every time. Eamon is definitely going to take down Halim. Halim, you and I will be representing the seller of this league here in a matter of hours once our games are finalized. I think Max is going to take the victory over Brendan. Ted just laying the absolute smackdown on JP. That was a pretty brutal showing. I know JP's got like 3 other people to go, but I think it's just going to be too much to overcome, and I believe Ted has Antonio Brown as well. So Ted, I'd like you to get the victory there. And closest matchup, I guess, would be Malik and Angel. Joe Buck yourself, JBY, as he is more affectionately known on the text message thread. I think Malik's going to squeak that out. I think he's going to get it. So if that is so, if all that happens, what we're going to be left with, let me pull up my rankings here. Gerard will be in sole possession of first place at 8-1. Max will come in next at 7-2. Then we've got a little bit of a log jam with Malik and Eamon. Excuse me, the Scottish ale got to me. At 6-3 with the brothers. That is tasty. You're not going to find that shit at Hannaford, boys. You got to get that at the specialty shop. Ted, 5th place at 5-4. Then we've got JP and Angel. Very close there, fighting for 6th and 7th spot. And then Brendan at 8. And then Halim actually has more points scored than me, so he's at 9. The commish officially in last place, 10th place. To kind of, most points scored for so far this year, Malik. The least amount of points scored was Brendan. The most points against is also Malik, so an impressive feat. Not only has he scored the most, but he's almost had to because more people have had their best games against him. So well done, Malik. You're doing well. Hanging in there in the top 4 despite how many points. The least amount of points scored against, aka who's probably had the easiest road, has actually been Max. The least amount of points scored against him, which is maybe one of the reasons why he's been able to, ascend and stay there in that 2nd place spot. Nothing you can really do about that. He's just had favorable matchups. So good job to Max being able to capitalize on those. Yeah, so that breaks it down. A couple of key points, though. There's only 6 playoff spots. So Gerard and Max, even if you lost the next 4 games, congratulations, welcome to the playoffs. Well done. We start to move down a little bit. Malik and Eamon. Malik has really got, about a 50-point advantage on Eamon because that's what the tiebreaker is going to be. It's going to be points for. So Malik, you seem in no distress at all. You've got 50 points on Eamon. So if you guys end up with the same record, Malik, you will place ahead of him. Ted, still definitely has to win a couple of games, but you're looking pretty good to be able to get into the playoffs as well. The most interesting thing is that we get down to 6th and 7th spot, kind of on the bubble for the playoffs, is JP and Angel. If you guys won out, and I haven't looked to see if you play each other, so I don't know. We're still a little too far away from that. But if you each won out the 4 games, it's very close. Only 5 points separates you 2 guys. So when you're setting your lineups, make sure you're starting everybody, going for some home run hitters, even if you think you're going to lose that week, because you need those points for the tiebreaker to get into the playoffs. Like this week, Brendan. You don't have a kicker in there, but you got 2 on your bench. 2 kickers on the bench, none in the game. Could have made a little bit of a difference for you. So this is what I'm talking about. Participation, get your players in the lineup. Got to happen. So that's really, all I've got. No specific match for the week. Basically, the commish, his season is more or less going up in flames. We'll give a little graphic for the people. I like to try and, spice things up a little bit. A little Andy Dalton impersonation here. So basically that's what I got for you tonight. I apologize again for not having a lot of videos out there. I'll try and stay on top of things. They're going to get a little hectic around this place in the next week or 2. But certainly if you make a video, want it posted, send it to me. I'm going to get a new poll up there. And let's get the message boards going, boys. Let's get a little smack talk going. We got to liven things up a little bit. I'll take down the Bruins girls. I'll put some legitimate football girls or something up there. I was just having a bad day, and I just wanted to throw in the towel with the whole thing. And it's not getting any better because I'm losing to HIV again. So enjoy the Sunday night game. I'm getting ready to flip over. Carrie Underwood's about to come on, sing us a little tune, and let's get the game going. Everybody have a good week, and the commish will touch base with you guys again next week. Enjoy.